bitch, you a bird, you thought, you learn, you see, I earn, you stop. A word, I shoot, no rim, I'm high, you burn, I'm me, that's him, you nah, that's word.
Mike Owens here. Today I'm joined by Charalampos Grigoriou, who returns to action, making his UFC debut versus Chad Anheliger next Saturday night. Charalampos, great to sit down and chat. How are things for you today?
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me. How are you today?
I'm very well. We are just over a week out from you making your official UFC debut. How are emotions ahead of such a big moment?
I feel very excited, man. Can't wait. I was waiting for this debut for a long time.
Does this feel different to your Dana White Contender Series fight? Are the emotions the same? Are they different?
I can say it's the same and it's a little different. Because in the Contender Series it was probably was like, I don't want to say it was more important, but it was very important because I was fighting for my contract in the UFC, but now I'm fighting for my UFC debut, then I have to make a statement. You know what I mean? Because there were so many people they want to watch my fight, so I want to make a statement, and I will.
It wasn't the longest fight, so not making statements. How do you reflect on your win over Cameron Smotherman?
Look, to be honest, I didn't wanna stay long in the cage. I always like to finish them in the first round. Yes, I know I didn't show much in my Contender Series fight, and I don't know if I'm gonna show much for this fight too. But but I'm very excited, man. I don't care, even if I don't finish him in the first round, I know I'm gonna finish him in the second round, in the third round, or I'm gonna dominate the whole fight, man. So, but the goal is to finish him because I like to finish my opponents, and that's the goal for this fight also.
Give me your scouting report on your upcoming opponent. What do you think Anheliger does well, and what do you think are areas you're looking to exploit?
Look, I know Chad. He's a tough guy. He can take punches. But as I said before, I don't know take my punches. I think it's gonna be exciting fight, but now, sorry, it's my time now, man. He had his chance. He had already 3 fights in the UFC. His last fight now, in his contract, and I'm gonna send him for retirement, man. Now I'm the new guy in the UFC, and nobody can stop me.
I have to ask there because you kind of alluded to it. He's coming off 2 back-to-back losses. Is there anything that you've seen in those losses that you think you can apply in your game? What were the kind of key takeaways you had from his last recent performances?
Look, I didn't like find something specific from his losses so I can use it. I know I can beat him everywhere. A much better fighter than his last opponents anyway. So I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna do my thing, my fight style, and I think I'm gonna find the way to finish him either on the ground or on the field.
You're obviously making your debut in the UFC Apex. I speak to a lot of fighters making their debut, and I get a lot of different emotions about fighting in the Apex. Some happy, some sad, some don't care. What is your reaction to making your official UFC debut in some ways behind closed doors?
Man, to be honest, I don't care, man. Even when I had the cancellation and they were looking for a replacement, and they said they might find me a fight in Atlantic City, I said to my manager, I don't care, let's fight in Apex. I want to fight at the Apex. I want to have the first feeling of a UFC fight at the Apex first. Yes, I fought in the Contender Series at the Apex, but I want to fight one more time for my UFC debut to get used to it first. And then I can fight in biggest arenas.
It's obviously any fighter's dream to get to the UFC. It's kind of one dream. I imagine the next dream is to win that championship belt in the years to come. So how does it feel to achieve this initial dream of getting to the UFC? I imagine it must be a proud moment.
Yes. Look, the first goal was to come in the United States. The second goal was to sign with the UFC. All right. So my last goal is to get the belt now. And it's the only goal I have now. So I know it's gonna be hard because bantamweight, I think it's the most tough division. But I'm very excited, man. You know, I had a long run from Cyprus to the United States, and now fighting in the UFC. I'm motivated. I have my country behind me, and trust me, I have the will. So every fight, it's like it's very important for me. It's like my first fight because I want to prove something more to my people. So for me, I want to finish this fight first. I want to fight one more time in May, finish the other fight too, and then fight in I don't know, in November again. I want to stay busy. I want to stay busy because I want to fight a ranked guy, man. Can't wait. Can't wait to be in the rankings. I don't want to be mean and like, oh, I'm the best fighter. But I know my skills, man. I know my skills. So that's the goal. I want to go to the rankings first, and then I'm gonna go like full for the championship.
I think I saw in another interview that the 15th of March, the day before your fight, will be 7 years of the day since you entered the United States. Is that correct? And if so, talk to me
Yeah,
about the journey of this point, about entering the country to know where you
that's
stand.
correct. And that's correct. And you know what? You know, when you see your memories on Facebook or and I see like 7 years ago I was in Cyprus and I was getting ready to come to the States. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't believe it, man. The time flies, and I'm like, okay, I started from the bottom, man. I started from the bottom, and now I'm in the UFC. So for me, it's huge, huge, because at the beginning nobody believed in me. But look at me now. I'm in the UFC. UFC debut next week.
You talk a lot in other interviews, and you've mentioned it a couple of times about how important it is for you to rep back home. I know that you're currently the only Greek Cypriot in the UFC. I believe only one of two in history behind Kostas Philippou. So just give me an understanding of how important it is for you to rep your home country.
Look, yes, I'm the only one from Cyprus now, and I'm the second one. Kostas Philippou was the first. It's very, very important for me, man. And I think that's the reason I'm in the UFC now. Yes, you have the pressure from your country because everybody watching me and they support me and they expect so much from me. So it's very important because I want to make them proud, and I'm the one who represent my country in the States and in the UFC. So I want to make everybody proud, and I want to show to the world that we have like very good fighters in Cyprus, man. It's not just Kostas and me, and I want the people in Cyprus to learn more about the martial arts and the UFC, and it's already started. When I started the UFC, many people now know about the UFC, and I want to make it more popular in Cyprus.
I love it. What's the room like in Serra-Longo at the moment? We've got Aljo preparing for his fight at 300. We've got Dennis Bazooka out a couple of weeks towards the end of March. We have Matt Frivola I believe with a fight booked in May, and obviously Merab coming off that win earlier in February. What's the room looking like? And I imagine it's an intense room at the moment.
Look, we have the undefeated so far for the 2024 in our gym, and we're gonna keep it. We try to keep it. So it motivates me because everybody has a fight now. Everybody working hard, and you cannot step back because you see them train and you're like, why I'm not training? You know what I mean? So you go there and you do your best training every day, and the mood is so good, man, because everybody support each other, helping each other, and we're gonna try to keep them defeated, and we will. So I'm the next one now. Then Dennis with Chris Whiteman, then Aljo, then Matt. So it's gonna be a great year for us, man.
I'll be at Aljo's next fight at UFC 300 next month. How do you see his fight with Calvin Kattar playing out?
Man, I think he's gonna do great. He was huge, so he's gonna do great in featherweight, and I think it's a good matchup for Aljo. He's strong. I think he's gonna use his wrestling a lot, and I expect him to win, not because he's my friend, but I know his skills and how good fight.
And you mentioned the bantamweight division. Obviously, the title up for grabs on Saturday night. Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera. How do you see that fight playing out? Do you think you'll hear on still or on new?
Yeah, I have Sean O'Malley, man. I have Sean O'Malley. But then I think it's gonna be his last win. He's gonna win this fight, and then he's gonna lose to Merab for sure. Let him celebrate this win.
Well, let's turn the conversation back to yourself for one final question. What I'd like you to do for me is give me a walkthrough of the perfect day on the 16th of March. What happens when you wake up in the morning to when you go to sleep at night in a perfect world on fight day?
Man, I have in my mind all day, trust me, all day my fight. Can't wait. I want to go there and fight, man. I'm so ready. And I'm going to visualize how to knock him out because I will. Trust me, man. I'm going to make a statement March 16th. And I know I don't have anything with Chad, with all the respect, but now it's my time. I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry. Trust me. It's been 7 years that I'm chasing this dream. And now it's my time. I'm going to go there, finish him, get the bonus, and then go for another fight in May. Trust me, you will see.
I love it. Well, look, man, thank you so much for the time. It was great to finally sit down and chat. Have a great rest of your camp. I know there's only a couple of days left. Safe journey to Vegas and best of luck for the fight.
Guys, the countdown is on. I'm so excited. I've been working hard to prepare for my UFC debut.